Hello traders, happy trading to you all. Today is the 21st of January 2013. The time in London is 14:32, in New York 09:32 a.m. We are looking at the USD yen, the crazy currency pair, the dollar yen currency pair. That's what I call a crazy currency pair. This is about step-by-step trading video. All right, so we want to go step by step. Today is Monday. All right, so as a professional trader or somebody willing to trade like professional trader, you want to know what your key levels. Okay, it does not matter which trading tool you are using. You want to trade around the key levels step by step. All right, so now exactly the way I trade, I want to show you here. So I'm going to the weekly chart. All right, so Monday, that's what we do. Come to the weekly chart. Okay, you want to know the high of the previous week. All right, this is the high. This is the previous week, the week that is gone. All right, I draw a line on the high of the previous week, and also I'm going to go and draw a line at the low of the previous week. All right, the two white lines. In fact, I will color them in blue so you can see them clearly on your chart. All right. Okay, waiting for my computer. Okay, that's the blue line, that's the high there. I'm going to color also the low into green. I have a reason for it. All right, so then we're going to draw the median line. The median line is the line that is dividing, okay, this blue channel into two, okay, halves. Okay, so we want to draw the median line also. So I want, it's not a single line, it's a zone. So I don't worry too much about having it exactly, all right? Though you can find out, as I explained to you in a video that I titled Trading Idea Part 1, all right, at www.best-tradingstrategy.com or the TSTWSYS008 website. So this is my media line. As traders know, I always color it into, okay, pink, all right? That's my media line. So, for instance, from the weekly chart, I can switch quickly, okay, to the for instance 10-minute charts. All right, and I can see, hopefully I can see them now. I can see one here. I don't know which one is this one is the high of okay, last week, okay, because I know the level around 9020. Okay, that's the high here. I can see on my this is my media line also, all right, of last week. So what is happening now, looking on my 10-minute chart, the price start going down from the high of last week, coming near the media line. So I want to watch this level carefully here. So if I was selling, now another thing I want you traders to pay attention to, you see the gap between the pink line and the blue line. As I told you, pay attention also to the middle line of that line, but you don't have to draw it, just be aware. You see how the price bring it down to the media line of the pink and the blue line. Okay, this is the high of last week. This is the media line. But also pay attention to the middle line. I don't want to call it media line this time. I want to call it the middle line. The middle line between the blue, okay, and the pink one. You see how they roll it down, and now they are stuck here. It's a kind of support level. But I will not draw that line on my chart. I will remove that one. Okay. So, but I'm aware of it because I know. Same thing. You see the blue, the low, this is the low of last week and the median line of last week. Also remember the middle line of these two lines, the pink line here and the blue line below. You want to be aware of the middle line, okay, the middle line somewhere also here. All right, what is happening here is the middle line between the blue and the pink one. I'm aware of it, but I don't want to draw it, okay? So this is the first step. I draw the high, the low, and the median line of last week. The next step, I'm going to the daily chart. This is about steps by step, okay, trading. So I'm looking for last Friday candle. I need to be careful because this is the forex market. So I need to be very, very careful. This is a Sunday night because forex will open Sunday. So this is my last Friday candle. I need to get it right. It's here. You can see that this is my last Friday candle. The high is somewhere here near the blue line, which is almost equal the high of last Friday is almost equal to the high of last week. So I hope you are following me. I will not draw it because it's almost equal to the high of last week. So I'm just going to leave it like that. I can draw it, but I don't want to draw it because it's very, very close to it. So I'm just going to leave it like this, as the high of Friday, last Friday, is almost equal to the high of last week. Next step, I want to draw also the low of last Friday. This is the low of last Friday. If you remember, I'll put it into turquoise, okay? That's all I want to know. But if you want, I can put the high of last Friday. It's not exactly, but almost equal to it. Moment, please. Let's see whether I can do it. I'm using here TC2000, excellent trading software, and that's it. Okay, it's a powerful. But when I'm trading myself, I can do a lot of excellent stuff with this software. But I do not use it so deeply because the reason why I'm doing this is because of my own trading style. I try to keep my trading screen very, very simple. I don't want anything else. I just want the price. That's all I want to see. Okay, I don't want anything. But there are more you can do with this okay, TC2000. But if you are just one of the experts that is using this software, you will know that I'm just sticking to the bread and butter of trading. So the high of last Friday is almost equal to the high of last week, so I'm just going to leave it like this. And I also want to draw the media line of the last Friday. So this is the candle. Pay attention, the candle of last Friday. And the media lines of last Friday candle is the white line here. What I will do, let me choose another color. I will color it into red. Okay, so the pink line is the media line of last Friday. The red line is the media line of the pink line is the media line of last week. Repeat, the pink line is the media line of last week. The red line is the media line of last Friday. So what I've done so far, talking about step-by-step trading, I have drawn the high of last week, the low of last week, and the media line of last week. Now I go to the daily chart and I'm highlighting last Friday candle. I will draw the high of last Friday candle, the low of last Friday candle, and the median line of the last Friday candle. These levels are not magic levels, they are just key levels. I want to know where they are. I know that, okay, professional traders are watching this level, and I want to trade like a pro, and I want to know where they are. So me too, okay, as they are making the decision. Okay, so if I want to buy, for instance, I want to know if, for instance, if I receive a bullish signal, okay, I want to know where my bullish signal is taking place at, okay. Is he a valid support level? All right. Is he a very important level? Okay. I want to know. But looking at this chart now, we know that as the market did open on Sunday night, who is dominating the market? You want to know also who is controlling the market? The bear. You see, the bear are selling, okay? So the dominant force, so to speak, if you learn a bit of physics, the dominant force is bearish. All right. So price went down, price going horizontal here. We know that in this zone, there is another level, which I show you on the weekly chart, which is the middle line between the blue line and the pink line is somewhere here. That's why traders that were selling aware of it, they took profit here. So we are now in a blah 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 mode, which I call consolidation mode. The price is oscillating between two levels. We can say this, okay, turquoise line here, which is the low of last Friday. Do you remember? This is the low of last Friday. This is the turquoise line here. All right, we know where they are. So traders are aware of the low of last Friday, and also, okay, the middle line between the blue line and the pink line. So if you do not know, you can make a wrong decision, or you may forget to take some profit. This line will allow you to know where to take profit and how to manage your trade. Okay, I'm on a 10-minute chart because I want to stay away from the crowded 5-minute chart. So I can draw lines on my 10-minute chart. So I'm just going to draw some line like this, okay? So there was a high, a lower high, okay? So now on my 10-minute chart, though the bear are controlling the market, the price is out of for this bearish channel. So, but the price is also consolidating, okay, between these two levels, and I know that the bear are dominant force. All right. Talking about my own trading style, I will not be very excited to buy here. Okay, why? I will explain it to you why I won't be too excited to buy here. Because the price is consolidating here. I will prefer, if I want to buy, if I'm desperate to buy, which I'm not at all, for this particular currency pair, I would prefer the price to come out of the consolidation zone, which means break above, okay, at least this line here, the low of last Friday, boom, and then to give me the first higher low. So that's the only time I may be very, very careful if I want to buy, okay? So because there was a consolidation here, the price out of the bearish channel, I would prefer the price to break above this the low of last Friday, which is a very important level. I will not buy below it. Prefer it to break above it and to give me the first higher low above the low of last Friday. That will be my low risk entry trade. So somewhere there, if I receive a higher low somewhere here, and I may place my stop loss, okay, below this one, because the price out of this bearish channel here, you break above it, and then you give me a first higher low, okay, I will try to take it, placing my okay, stop loss somewhere here. Not too much risk, because I know that the dominant force is bearish. So this trade can be, okay, a losing trade, because the dominant force is bearish from the high of last week. If I want to buy, okay, for, okay, the beginning of Monday like this, the pink line is a psychological price level. So another strategy, if somebody is so desperate to buy in this case, which I'm not, is to allow it to come and dip below, okay, to go below the pink line, and then to go back above it, and then to give you a first higher low. You understand? So if you are looking for a very important level, the best scenario is to allow the price to go below it, which means it try to break it first, and then see the reaction. See whether there will be more sellers if it dip below a very important level. Watch it. If they push it back above it, just acknowledge it. Don't rush into it. Wait for the first higher low above that important level. You can do exactly that, okay, on a 10-minute chart, if you want to buy. So you see here, though I'm on a 10-minute chart, I can still draw my line, you see, and see what is taking place. But now I'm not. I want to sell. Another trade, I may say, George, because the bear were dominating here and the price consolidating here, I would like to sell here. It's not bad, but if you are selling this line, okay, it's a kind of old-fashioned trading, because the price out of the bearish channel here, you see, it's a old-fashioned trading. You have to place your stop loss above this one. It's a tiny risk, which may work or may not work, or you may wait for the, okay, the, you see it came up here, okay, at least the common sense trend line to be broken, or wait for the next lower high. All right, okay, all right. So as we are doing all this blah 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 here, I told you that I'm not interested to buy it. All right, you see what's happening here? Okay, so it's out of this channel here, retesting this level. Okay, now let's go back again to the weekly chart. Here is the weekly chart. I know that this pink line is it's a psychological price level, because the median line of last week, the low of last Friday is here. So if I want to buy, at least I want to receive the first higher low above the low of last Friday. Yeah, but better place is this one. So I would prefer it to dip below the pink one and then to return above it and give me the first higher low. Same thing, some traders that want to buy near the low of last week, the best scenario, you see this, you see the tail of this candle. This is one example where the price will dip below a level and then return above it and give the first higher low. These are, you see the tails, these are excellent, because the price dip below a level first and then go back above at the same level and give the first higher low. The price retest the low to verify whether there is still more selling pressure by breaking below it, but the selling pressure has diminished, so the price return back above it. Do not rush. Wait for the first higher low. You see? Then you want to take a low risk trade, because in every trade there is a risk. So you want to take the lowest risk trade, okay? That's what you are trying to do with this key level. The USD cards. All right, USD card. We go to the weekly chart, step by step trading. We had this is the week last week, okay, the week that is gone. Highlight the high, okay, the low, and the media line of last week. So somewhere roughly, don't bother too much about to trade like Lavoisier. All right. So I don't want to do that. I want to have roughly, okay, my median line somewhere here. I know that. I can calculate it, as I explained to you, by using the high minus the low divided by 2 plus the low. That will tell me the position of the median line. As always, again, apology for the pop-up on my screen. Going to color that into pink. All right, and then I will color the high into blue, as I did for the USD yen, the crazy currency pair. I'm doing exactly the same thing for the... Now you may think that, George, how about stocks? It's the same thing. For stock you will do for your favorite stock that you are trading. But I'm using the currencies here just to explain to you the strategy. You can use the same strategy for crude oil, for gold, for silvers, and you'll be amazed how the professionals are making decisions around this key level. I've finished for my weekly chart. Now I'm moving to the daily chart, step by step, all right? So we are on the, okay, daily chart. I'm looking for last Friday. If you look on my the top left-hand corner, you'll see that Friday, the 1st of 18, top, okay, left-hand corner of my chart, where this session, pay attention to that. I'm going to show you again, just watching that session. You see, Friday, 1st of January 18, 13. The high is at, for Friday, this is the candle I'm highlighting here. The high is exactly the high of last week, the high of last Friday. It's exactly the same level like the high of last week, so I don't have to draw it again. Now I'm drawing the low of last Friday, which is somewhere here. And I'm color that into turquoise, okay? I will use the turquoise color for the last Friday. Now I want to draw the median line. Okay, the median line is the dividing line between the high and the low of last Friday. As I've done for the weekly, I'm doing the same thing for Friday. So, moment please. All right, roughly, let's see a bit up here. I can calculate it, but you know, I just want to roughly, okay? So this is the median line, roughly, okay? But it's better to calculate that. If you want to trade like a professional trader, you may calculate that. But this is my trading style. I don't worry too much about it. I just want to know where is the zone, all right? And I will color that into red. So the high of last Friday is exactly the high of last week, so I don't change the color. See this blue line here. The low of last Friday is the turquoise line, and the median line of last Friday is the red one. I'm ready to trade, okay? I can use my TST trading tool on this, okay, with this, okay, method, because I want to take my signal around those key levels, all right? So today is the 21st, which is, you see the vertical line here, that's today. But you can see the Asia session for the USD card was somewhere here. So in fact, what was happening, you see, during the Asia session, the price was trying to come near the median line of last Friday. Did you see that? That's what the price didn't return. The price is trying to go from one level to the next level. And this level that we have drawn on the chart, you see very often, the price will go from one level to the next level. So you see here, Asia did open in this group. Okay, highlight it for you. As Asia is opening here, the price have two choices, either to go up to the previous high and break above it, or to go down, okay? Here he decided to seek the median line. He tried to come near the median line. You see here? And look at this. It's not bad signal, this one. Okay, look at that. let me delete this one. Can you see on your chart? So price around the median line of last week, and it gives us a double bottom pattern here. You see here. Let's see where New London was open. No, London was not open that time, so before London was open, the price give a double bottom pattern near the median line of last Friday. It's a psychological price level, but the pink line, which is the median line of last week, is a more powerful psychological price level compared to this one, the red line here. So you may give it a chance. Validation of support level. You want to look on your left hand side what has happened first. It's not because you see a double bottom pattern. Then you just call it a validation support level. The price was quite bullish for a while. You see, very bullish. You see, the dominant force was bullish. Then pull back now, give us a bullish pattern. If the dominant force is bullish and we see a bullish pattern, we will give it a chance carefully at the key levels. This was not a bad place. I will try to buy here. I will hide my stop loss below the psychological price level. Tiny risk. Here it went up a bit, but it's staggering now. It's not bad, okay? So you want to take decisions around key levels and looking on your left hand side to understand what the price is doing. Very simple. You may say to me, understanding the price, just draw lines. Okay? So on any time frame, here I'm using 5-minute chart, very crowded time frame. Okay? So it was bullish, was in a bearish channel, came out of came out of it and come back and retest it here, went up a bit and then give a double bottom pattern. Alright, double bottom pattern. You want to watch, okay, this zone, okay, a bit of blah 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 for my software right now. Alright, you want to watch this level, it went up now, okay, but now blah blah blah, okay. As a day trader, you want to bank your profit before it is too late, okay. Managing the trade. There are more to this USD card, all right. But as explained to those who are trading forex, the leading currency pair is the Euro USD. Very often, not always, when the Euro USD is going up, traders will be selling the USD card for hedging activity. All right. So they are buying the Euro and they will be selling this one. Alright, and if they are selling the euro, they will be buying this one. They do it very often. Sometimes, normally, the USD yen can go up at the same time like the USD yen, but they do not. Because sometimes when traders are buying the USD yen, they will be selling the USD card. Alright, or sometimes when they are, okay, buying the USD yen, they will sell the USD card. Alright, or if they are selling the USD, if they are buying the USD yen, they will be selling this one, vice versa. All right. As you can see, my concentration is getting down a bit tight. But the point I'm saying to you, there is a lot of hedging activity taking place in this currency pair, the USD card. The next currency pair you need to watch is the US dollar, Singapore dollar. Also, same thing. Very often, these two currency pair, the USD Singapore dollar and the USD card, will be doing exactly the same thing. Sometimes they do not because of the hedging activity. Alright. Alright, as you can see here, this is the USD, the dollar, Singapore dollar. You can repeat the same step-by-step trading strategy to know where to take, okay, valid signal. You do not want to take the signal in the void. Very important. You want to take your signal at the key level. Let's see what has happened here. Okay, step by step. That's last week candle. This candle is last week. And I'm drawing the high, the low, and the median line of last week. Somewhere here. That's my median line. I want to know where it is. Okay, let's see whether there was some excellent trading. Okay. Let me remove my past line on my chart before I start drawing a new one so I don't create too much confusion. Bear with me, please. The purpose of this video is to show traders, okay, how they can make their trading very simple. Trading around key levels, taking signal around key levels without getting too much into trouble, all right? Taking a low risk trades, all right? Even if you are using MACD or RSI and you combine it with this strategy, you are likely to take value signal at key levels if you understand the language of the price, what the price has done on the left hand side, checking a higher time frame, and also using the trending triangle. So you see now, so I have it now, that's for last week for the dollar, Singapore dollar. Now I'm going to the daily chart. Okay, daily chart, I'm looking for last Friday. The candle for last Friday, this one, you can see on my left hand side here, if I put, you see, Friday 18, January 18, 13, on the top left hand corner, this session here. Watch that session, okay? That's last Friday, okay? Now, the high of last Friday is exactly the high of last week, you see here. So, I leave it as it is because for last week, I colored them in blue. And the low of last week, I color it also into blue. Okay, as you can see, the high of last Friday, which is this candle, is exactly the high of last week. Okay, the low is different from the low of last week. So the low of last Friday is just below the median line of last week. Very interesting. When you see them very close like these, two important levels, okay, in the same zone is a powerful zone, all right? And I'll color that in turquoise. That's the low of last Friday. And I also want to draw the median line of last Friday. All right, somewhere here. Roughly, okay? Not exactly, but roughly. Now I'm ready to trade. Let's go. This time, instead of using I'll go 15-minute chart. It's also a very crowded time frame because a lot of traders are playing with the stochastic, okay? On a 50-minute chart. Stochastic overbought the sell, stochastic oversold the buy. All right, that's not the way you trade. So this is on a 50-minute chart, the 21st, you see, this is the vertical line. So that's today. The Asia session here has started here, you see, this is the Asia session. All right, let's see what the price did during the Asia session. This is the Asia session. All right, the price did open here and then went down to the median line of last Friday. Look. Median line, and what it did, boom, boom, boom. So it went down below the median line of last Friday a bit here during the Asia session, quickly went back above. You remember what I told you at the beginning of the video, and then nicely display the first higher low here. You will take it. It did below the previous key level, went back above, display the first higher low. You want to give it a chance, hiding your stop loss here. If the signal has failed, come out. Just wait. You want to cut your losses, okay? All right? Minimize your losses, okay? Taking low risk trade at key levels. That's what you want to do. All right? You see? So this is a nice one. It did below the median line of last Friday. Go back and display the first high low. It was a resistance level, so you see? There was a resistance here. So you will be very, very careful. Know that it can fail. Up. Bye-bye. All right? So now it went up a bit to this. So we are now, you see, we are now, this is the high of last week. Can you see it? So what is happening now? It break above the high of last week. Now what are we doing? This is nice, isn't it? Yeah? Is retesting the high of last week. All right. Conservative traders, okay, old-fashioned traders, we buy straight away here because it's coming to retest it here. If they know what they are doing, if they're managing the risk carefully, that's fine. They may buy here. These are old-fashioned traders. They'll buy here straight away after a retesting here, hiding their stop loss on the previous low, which is somewhere here. It's up to them. A very conservative trader who hates lose may wait patiently. Remember, I'm on a 50-minute chart. Nothing should stop me to draw lines on my chart. It's my chart. So I can do whatever I like on it. But look, on a 50-minute chart, drawing just this simple line, I know what the price has done. The price break above, okay, the high of last week. It's bullish in this case. And is going to retest that high of last week. I know that going to the mind of other traders that they will be busy looking for opportunity to buy here. I may decide to join them if I want to trade like them, pressing my stop here and give it a chance. But I know that it's a bit risky. It may work, it may not work. The next thing, I may say to myself, all right, these people can be wrong. They probably may come to seek this one instead of the high. It may come back and display double bottom here. So I may wait and say, all right, I'll prefer it to come to retest this level, turn around, and then to give me instead to pull back a bit again and to give me the first higher low above it. So I'll be saying I'll prefer it to D below the high of to go back again below it to see whether there will be sellers or not. So don't worry, the price will see something go below that level. Don't worry, it's good. Go below to see whether there are sellers and go back above it. And then you say, all right, so people are buying. All right, then you wait for pullback and give you the first higher low. And this will be, okay, a low risk entry point. If you see something like this, then I will have my stop loss here. All right, it makes sense. So you see what is the dollar, Singapore dollar has done with this key level. When Forex was open, they probably test the low of last Friday and then display the first high low. Boom, up, break above the high of last week. It's bullish. We want it to retest it. Normal. The market doing this all the time. Break above, retest, turn around, and I'll show you now. You see, I'm going to show you now the Euro USD. Though I'm using, okay, currency here, this strategy is valid, okay, for crude oil, okay, for gold, all right. But the most important thing is to avoid, okay, imposing the strategy on the market and say, as George has said, these are powerful levels and they always work. I used it last Friday, I used it last week, it was marvelous. I love you, George. Do not force it, okay? Do not force it. I'm going to remove my line on this is the Euro USD, the leading currency pair. Don't mess up with the Euro. Believe me, if you are trading currency, watch it, okay? It's also a market indicator. So I'm looking for last week. So just to click on it, top left-hand corner, left-hand side corner. You see Friday, the 1st of, okay, January, okay, what's going on here? Okay, this is on a weekly chart. You see, that's a weekly chart. It's the beginning of the week of last week. Okay, that's why you see 11 there. Okay, but the week ended on the 18th. All right, you see that's it. All right, so you understand? It's a weekly chart. Friday the 18th. Oh, my apologies to trader. I'm saying something very completely wrong. I'm thinking of daily chart. My apologies to trader. This is last week. All right, last week. Week before is the one I was talking about before. Last week is this one. All right, I'm on the weekly chart, not daily chart. All right, cool. Let's move on. So repeat the same process. That's it. So you want to make sure you select the right candle. You see now how I made a mistake. I quickly realized if I draw my line on this one, that will be completely wrong. So you want to make sure, okay, you are drawing the line on the right candle. So it's good that I made a mistake, so you can see, okay, that it's possible to draw the line on the wrong candle. So this is last week here, this one, not the tall one here. This is the new week, which is just a doji here. Okay, you see, let's make it big, okay, so we can zoom into, you see clearly big enough for you. Last week, the high, the low, and the median line. Okay, you don't have to color it pink like me. If your favorite color is yellow, do it yellow, all right? And I'm going to, the reason why I'll do exactly the same colors, because when I'm looking at the chart, I know straight away that the blue line either is the high or the low of the previous week, and the pink line is always the median line. So my mind, it click on it straight away, so I don't confuse myself. So done for the weekly chart. Same step, go now to the daily chart. I'm looking at the Euro USD, the leading currency pair. In fact, that's where you will start your drawing to know what's happening. Okay, now, okay, you see the candle here is on the daily chart. So you see on the top left hand side corner, you can see the 20th of January 2013 there. And this is, okay, Friday the 18th. Can you see on the top left hand corner below the rating of this session here? Look that session there. You see Friday 18. Okay, so we know that we are the high of last Friday. Okay, so this last Friday is somewhere just below. You see, it's not exactly equal to the high of last week. It's just below the high of last week. So it's nice. This time they are different. So I'll color it in turquoise. I use turquoise to highlight the low and the high of last Friday. You do not have to do like me. All right. Exactly the same thing, you see. Now I'm looking for the median line of last Friday. So the median line, the dividing line of okay, the turquoise channel, roughly somewhere here. And as always, I color it into red. All right. Okay, now I'm done. Let's see what has happened today. This time, I don't want to go to 30 minutes because it is too long, okay, for day trading. Let's go to my crazy time frame, the 3-minute chart that I was using as a day trader before, stuck on the 3-minute chart. You see my pink line here? That's you see, the median line of last week. So I can see on my 3-minute chart, this is the median line of last Friday. I can see on my, okay, let's see what has happened. Okay, so I'm on a 3-minute chart, but I can see my lines, which is great. And I know this is the Asia session here on Sunday night, you see. All right, so the market, let's see. Let's see. Okay. All right, so the 20th somewhere here, it did open. Price went down a bit. This is why I'm saying to you, pay attention to the middle line. I don't want to call it median line. The middle line between two lines, I don't want to call it median line. See? Okay? That's the low of last week. And the median of last week, the price was coming near the middle line. The middle line, I don't want to call it median line. The middle line between the pink and the turquoise. You want to watch them. You don't want to draw them, but just be aware of them. It came to that level, you see, the middle line, and then went back above, all right? You see, went back above, okay, the psychological price level, which is the median line of last week. You see, it went above it, you want to receive the first high low. Quickly return back below it. It went back above it again, couldn't give us the first high low. Return back below it. Went back above it, couldn't give us the first high low. So you'll be waiting and say, oh, you don't just buy it because it goes above it. You say, wait, you see. Here, there was a scenario. See, it went above it. You see, the low is very close here on a 3-minute chart. And it just stuck on it. You see this resistance level on a 3-minute chart, just push it back down. It's the Euro USD. But I'm just waiting here for my computer to be free. Hold on a second. It's coming up. All right. So this was not good, you see. Not going far. We are just popping above it and pushing it back down. Trader was selling on the edge of the psychological price level. But this one, look at this. This is a good one. By the time London was about to open, look at this one. A double top on the edge when London was open. London was open here. Price went back to retest the previous high, only to find a resistance there, down, a double top on the edge. But let's play a little bit, okay? You may say to me, John, okay, I start drawing line like this on my 5-minute chart. Let's play like this and see what we can see. Roughly, you see? It's not bad, isn't it? You see, this point and this point in the zone. Price came back, retest it on the edge. This, you see this trend line here? Do you want me to color it? I can color it though. I color it. This time I use yellow. Touch it here, and then touch it here, and then we have a double bottom, a double top. You see? You can give it a chance and place your stop loss above this one on the 3-minute chart. And I did work this time. Alright? Went down. But as I explained to you, do not make a trading decision on one single time frame. All right, but this is not the purpose of this video. The purpose of this video is to encourage traders, okay, to apply this strategy on every Monday, understanding that the price is moving from one important level to the next important level. All right, so these levels that we have drawn our charts are important levels that we want to watch as, okay, the market is opening. All right, so as we see the euro going down, if we receive a sell signal, all right, for the Australian dollar, US dollar, we will take it at the same time like the euro USD because it's the leading currency pair. Same thing for the euro GBP. Same thing for the euro Australian dollar, all right. All the currencies that are positively correlated to the euro USD. The New Zealand dollar, US dollar currency pair, we want the euro to give the signal. If this currency also are giving at the same time the same signal, we will take it, all right. If the euro is going up, we want to match it with other currency pair that are, okay, also positively correlated to the euro USD. It does not mean that we just trade all this currency together all the time anyhow. We must watch them individually, but we must understand that the euro is the leading currency pair. Sometimes you will see excellent same signal for the two different currency pair that are positively correlated. But you want to watch the euro USD, which is the leading currency pair. If the euro is going down, there's a high chance that traders, okay, will buy the USD CAD and the USD Singapore dollar currency pair, okay? All right? So this is just a few things, okay, talking about step by step. Weekly chart, high, low, median line. Last week, okay, last week candle, the high, the median line, and the low. Last Friday, okay, candle bar, the high, okay, the median line, and the low. And we try to understand the message that the price communicating to us. You can see that I draw this line on my 3-minute chart. The price still below my bearish, okay, level here. So the resistance for the euro is near, okay, is below, you see, it's now below the psychological price level. So this is the bearish zone, so to speak. But we want to pay attention to the price. We do not sell anyhow. You see, you want to sell, you want to receive a signal on the edge. This was not bad. The price was retesting the bearish trend line and also displaying a double top. We will give it a chance here. If, for instance, this trend happened to be a losing trend, we will not be too, okay, upset about it because at least we make, okay, excellent decision. All right? This is how you want to do it. Taking low-risk trade at a low-risk point, okay, understanding, okay, what the price is doing, okay, using it together with the trading triangle, the market patterns, okay, and the psychological price level. I hope you have enjoyed this video about a step-by-step, okay, trading that you will put into use, okay, to make excellent decisions. We are the TSTW traders. Speak to you soon.